way down. Good. Now open up the hands, take them behind you, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades, and open the chest. Hold it here for 2 breaths. Good. Now from here, take 1 inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Pushing that weight back now, placing the hands onto the floor. We're going into a half split, so holding it here. You can either be on the ball of the foot, or if you want to, you can flatten the foot and sit onto the foot and reach a little bit further forward, holding it here, really lengthening through that spine. Feeling lifted in the chest. You're shining the chest forward and you're bringing the weight down, keeping that foot flexed if you want to engage through the back of the legs. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Now bringing the weight forward onto that foot, we're going to turn our hips to the left, coming into a really low extended side lunge. Holding it here now. We're going to do a little bit of transfer of weight. Take a nice inhale, lifting through the spine. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Holding it here. Inhale. Exhale, move. Inhale, lift. Exhale, move. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, move. Last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale, move. Good. Now turning the body over to this side of the mat. We're going to go back into our half split. So take it all the way back, releasing that back foot, flexing the front foot, and relax over the left leg. Inhale, lift and stretch, shine the chest forward. Exhale, we're moving down towards that foot. Good. Now in your own time, bringing that weight forward, staying on the back knee. Take a nice inhale, lift the hands up to the sky. Exhale, open up the hands, interlace the fingers, lock out the elbows, and squeeze the shoulder blades together, pushing down into that hip flex, holding it here. 2 breaths. Good. Gently releasing the hands, placing them onto the mat. Tuck that back foot up and inhale, lifting all the way up into a high lunge. Warrior 1. Holding it here. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open up those hands. Now we're going to bring our body weight forward all the way directly into our warrior 3. So take a nice deep breath and spring the weight forward, coming into your balance. Warrior 3. Strong supporting leg, nice and straight, leaning forward. Hands are in prayer. Take a nice inhale, lift the back. Exhale, open up the hands, and we bend, engaging through the core. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. 1 more. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, bend. Good, good, good. And bringing the feet together. Take a nice inhale. Lift those hands up. Exhale, open. Drop the chest back. 1 more. Inhale, up. And exhale, open. Good. Okay, coming to the center of our mat, taking a nice wide stance. We're going into our goddess posture. Open up the feet, take a nice deep inhale, and we lift the arms up, coming into a lovely deep squat. Holding it here, we're going to pulse for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lifting onto the right. And press, and left, and press, right, and press, left, and press. Now both up and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more, up, down, up, down. Good. Now bringing the feet to parallel, reaching up, inhale, exhale. We're swan diving down to a wide-legged forward fold, all the way down. Release the head, bringing the hands forward and stretching out the back. Open up the legs a little further if you wish to. 2 breaths here. Good. Now gently, 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 rolling up. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale again, swan dive down, all the way down. This time taking the hands behind you, interlace those fingers, lock out the elbows, and let the hands come as close to the floor as they can. Good. Open up the hands. Turning the body to face the front foot. Twisting, coming all the way down onto the knees and down to a seated position on the floor. Now sitting onto the knees. Take a deep inhale. Lift the hands up. Exhale, we open. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, open. Good. Now take the arms all the way back. Place them onto the floor behind you and just open the chest and drop the head back, holding it here. Good. Now we're going to go into our camel pose. So opening up the knees a little wider, lifting onto the knees, separate the feet back slightly. Take a nice inhale, lift those hands forward. Now as we exhale, we're going to squeeze our glutes, push the hips forward, drop the hands all the way back. Pushing forward with the chest, grab hold of your heels, nice firm grip, squeeze the shoulders together, and when you're ready, drop the head back. Good. One hand at a time, coming onto the lower back, support yourself to come up, and sitting down gently. Open up the knees nice and wide, going forward into a child's pose, just to rest. 2 breaths. Good. Bringing the hands back up, going into camel, round 2. Bringing the knees a little closer together. Inhale, lifting onto those knees, bringing the arms up. Exhale, drop the hands back, taking a hold of those heels behind you. Nice firm grip, squeeze the shoulders, push the heels back, squeeze those glutes, and drop the head. One hand at a time, coming to the lower back, lifting back up to standing, sit the weight back into the heels, open up those legs, coming forward into a child's pose, take 2 breaths to recover. Nice. Now placing the weight back into the hands, lifting yourself up. Now we're going to go into our crow pose, our arm balance crow pose. So lifting onto the toes, bringing the knees a little closer together. Now basically, you don't want too much of a gap between the knees. You want probably about 1 fist distance between your knees if you bring the legs together. Place the hands onto the floor in front of you. Nice wide hands. Really spread those fingers out. Now you can feel where I've got the knees touching onto the back of my arms here, okay? So when you feel that little connection, just start to rock backwards and forwards, getting yourself comfortable, feeling the pressure going into the back of the arms, getting used to that sort of sensation. And then when you're ready, you can come a little bit further forward and just tip the balance onto the tops of the arms. And one by one, you can lift the feet and balance into your crow pose. Now, when you become nice and comfortable, you can start to stretch out the hands a little bit more. Perhaps you want to rock backwards and forwards a few times. Just have a little play with it and just really get yourself comfortable and, you know, feel how it is for you to practice your crow pose. Really try to lengthen through the head, lengthening through that spine, balancing here in your crow. Really try to engage through the belly, suck those belly nice and tight, point the toes, bring them a little closer up towards the glutes, balancing here. And drop it back down. If you want to progress further, you can actually flow into your headstand. Now, I don't know if I can because I've got a ponytail on my head. I'm going to attempt it. It might hurt, but we're going to try it anyway. So you're going to go into your crow pose. Basically, I'm going to flow into a tripod headstand. So setting yourself up just like how you did before. Nice wide hands onto the floor, bringing the knees onto the back of the arms and just balancing here in your crow. Now when you feel nice and comfortable in your crow pose, obviously, and you feel like you want to take the next step into your headstand, what you're going to do is you're going to tuck the head down. It's probably going to hurt because I've got a ponytail. Hang on. Tuck the head down towards the chin, all the way in, and then you're going to balance onto your head. Now, I do have a ponytail on the back of my head, so I'm not going to push all the way up into a headstand, but you can kind of see it's very easy to balance here. My knees are still in contact with my arms, and then you just tilt your hips back slightly and flow into your headstand. Now, I would like to stay here, but this is actually quite painful with the ponytail on my head, so I'm going to come back to my crow, and you can try to push back up from here, from your headstand, back into crow. A little bit harder than it looks, but, you know, you guys can practice it. So have a little go with that. Practice your crows into your tripod headstand. If you just want to go into a tripod headstand, obviously you can just do that. I would try and pull my ponytail back a little bit so it's not quite so in the way, and I will try to demonstrate that for you, just a normal regular headstand for those of you who don't want to do crow. So, tripod headstand, as per, place the hands onto the floor, bringing the head down, tuck the chin to the chest, rolling onto the top of the head, now lifting onto the toes. And you really push your hips back nice and far, and then you basically just want to work with your core strength. Float your feet up from the floor, and then lifting all the way into your tripod headstand. Now really squeeze those glutes nice and tight, just making sure the core is nice and strong, holding it here. Now if you want to open up the legs, perhaps do something exotic with the feet, you can do whatever you want. It's quite nice to balance with the legs out to the side. Hope I didn't touch the wall. Paranoid white walls, you know. So just have a little go, have a little play. I'll leave you there for a couple of minutes to have a play. Okay, lovers, so it's been a minute. I've let you have a little play with your crow flowing into a tripod headstand. So we're going to continue for a little floor section, okay? So coming into your Navasana boat posture, after you've just had a full body workout doing your headstand, take a nice inhale, lift those feet up, pointing the toes, and you're going to create a little ledge there with the feet and the toes. You're going to do a tiny bit of ab work. So bring the hands together. We're going to go 15 Russian twists, 3 rounds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Place the feet onto the floor. Extend your legs back. Now, while we're resting our core, we're going to take a Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, forward fold over those legs. Take a nice firm grip of the ankles or the shins. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, shine the chest forward, lengthening through the head. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lifting a little further over the front feet. Holding it here. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Okay, coming back into your Navasana, boat pose, round 2 for the core. 15 Russian twists. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Now this time, stretch out that right leg, bring the left leg in, Janu Shasana. Take a deep inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, forward fold over that front leg. Take a nice firm grip around the sole of the foot, pulling yourself down towards your shin. Obviously, if you can't reach the foot, that's fine. You can grab a hold of the leg or whatever. Just make sure you're really lengthening through the spine. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we bend. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. Gently rolling up. Round 3, Russian twist. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side, stretching out that left leg, bringing the right leg in, Janu Shasana. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, forward fold over that leg, grabbing hold of the ankle, the foot, whatever you can. Just keep that foot nice and flexed. Inhale, lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, pull, folding over the leg. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. Gently rolling up, bringing the feet both together. Push the hips forward slightly. We're going to do a couple of glute bridges, and then we're going to go into our Savasana. So bringing the feet onto the floor nice and close in towards the glutes, so you're tickling the backs of the heels with the fingers. Now we're going to lift the glutes up towards the sky for 4 counts. Then when we're there, we're going to